Thank you. First of all, I would like to say thank you for inviting me to this meeting. I'm Khaing. I'm working for CTUM, the formerly known as FDUB, for over 14 years already. So I joined union since the last military time. On the 1st of February 2021, the military staged a coup under the leadership of Senior General Myanmar. As trade unions and worker representatives since the 29th of January 2021, we had objected to the obstruction to the democratization of our country. On the 2nd of February, the military invited the Confederation of Trade Unions Myanmar, CTUM, to the tripartite meeting. CTUM announced through a statement on 2nd of February that we will not be participating in any tripartite social dialogue mechanisms when they involve representatives of the illegitimate military junta. Our members from the energy, mining, transport, and garment and manufacturing, construction, education, and agriculture sectors are also joining demonstrations and participating in the civil disobedience movement. Accordingly, we successfully stopped train service nationwide, interrupt mining operations, stop work in factories, and quit work in many areas of the energy, drilling, refinery, and garment sector also. Our members also encourage non-members to join. The experienced teachers and the professors, the experienced doctors, nurses, medic, midwife, and train drivers, cargo handlers, mechanic, weather, feeders, needed in all sectors. The IT expert, agriculture expert, immigration expert, all of them are dismissed casually. And if there is an objection in arrest warrant 505 is issued to the person. Trade union leaders from different levels of organizations has been sanctioned by the police and soldiers at their workplaces, their homes, and wards. Employers have been providing information of trade unions leaders and active members to military. Our members are right now under extreme pressure and at high risk of being captured. Recently, the military regimes widened the passport of 27 of CTUM Central Committee members, including my passport. I would like to emphasize a little bit more about the working condition of the workers before 2010, the time I worked in the garment factory. And that time we have to work long working hour. I work 10 to 14 hours a day and no day off or one day off in a month. And no social security. Yes, we have a social security system, but not getting benefit from the system. There is no leave allowed with pay. And we got very low salary. Workers were treated badly, no decent work at all under the last military regime time. Yes, there is labor law, but no enforcement. So underage workers have to work the same situation. Workers did not have opportunities to spend time with their family, did not have time or were not afford for education and have very low chance to improve their lives. I was one of them. Workers cannot send their families member when they got sick. It was very hard for living. That is how the military regime treated the citizens. The last 10 years, we could improve this situation under the semi-democratic government. We were on the way of transition to fully democratic country. After forming of trade unions since 2013, we could brought better working conditions and make sure that workers enjoy social security benefits. And we could set first minimum wage for workers, which increased 5 times of basic salary that workers received in 2015. However, now the military regime forced us back to stay under military rule again. We do not obey them. We were not. That is why CTUM is supporting not only our member, but also non-CTUM members. We are now organizing more teachers and nurses and workers from the other sectors. We are supporting them as much as we can in order to encourage them to continue their civil disobedience movement. And I now would like to emphasize the situation in garment sector. On 14th of March, there was serious attack in industry zones. And like the 3 industry zones were announced under military rule. And the military search everywhere, every day. They shoot all the roads and even into houses, so that about 200,000 workers have left the industry zones. Then military cut mobile service, mobile internet, so workers cannot come back to work because of the security, but also they cannot contact to the factory about their absence. So those workers are terminated from the work, There are many worker violations happening now. There are state second line leader of the trade union in factories. Now trade unions and workers are dominated without compensation, without paying compensation. Some factories close without compensation, without paying compensation to the workers. And then unions are told, collective bargaining agreement are cancelled. All the benefit workers were having because through the negotiation are now gone. So we see, IWFM see all this situation. We see hundreds of thousands of workers are losing jobs in garment sector. That is why IWFM trying to negotiate with the brand. We are calling the brands, workers should not be dominated in this serious situation without getting compensation. But I did not get agreement with the brand. And now brands are continuing praising orders, saying workers need job. But workers are losing job, workers are losing their money. The brands are only continuing placing order for benefit of the employer and to support the military region. I see like this. So despite the oppression and such brutal killing are still going on, we are continuing fighting back the coup. That is why the military could not rule the country yet, even after over 4 months of the coup. We call for the comprehensive sanction. The most efficient way is to do the oil and gas sector and the insurance sector. CTUM is currently challenging the criticism of the military regime at the 109 International Labour Conference. And we're trying to get the recognition of the National Unity Government. Today, ILO Critical Committee released their report. They follow the UN's decision. They exclude Myanmar from ILO conference. Yes, good to see ILO reject Myanmar military regime delegation, but we still need to get the recognition to the National Unity Government. So we need international governments not to recognize the representative of the military regime at any of UN meetings by saying that destroying a democratic general election, dismantling its own civil service, bombing its own people, destroying a booming garment industry, driving out all the investment are not the work of a government. And we need them to recognize the NUG. So, lastly, I would like to say that many workers have already lost their jobs. Trade unions have to hide from the police, so families are now without income. We need to support humanitarian support for the people from Myanmar. Thank you.